HOU 11 has learned the restaurant has been shut down due to serious health violations.
Some of the conditions pose an imminent threat to public health.
You're probably planning where to grab that Thanksgiving turkey dinner this week, maybe even feeling good about skipping the cooking stress this year. But here's something that'll make your stomach turn. Health inspectors just found live roaches crawling through turkey at a restaurant that specializes in nothing but turkey. And it gets so much worse than that. I dug through health department databases, FDA violation reports, and inspection records that most people never see. And what I discovered about these 8 restaurants will completely change how you think about eating out this Thanksgiving. By the end of this investigation, you'll know exactly which places are putting your family at serious risk, and more importantly, the 5 restaurants that are actually doing turkey safety right. Coming in at number 8, Panera Bread. The place that built its entire brand on clean ingredients and healthy options. Here's the betrayal. Panera's food safety grade dropped from an A to a D in 2024. A D. That's one step above failing. During Thanksgiving season, Panera offers full turkey dinners and carved turkey platters for families, but I obtained internal inspection reports showing Panera locations with serious violations, turkey being carved and served from birds that hadn't reached safe internal temperatures, turkey sitting in warming displays for hours beyond safe limits, and prep workers not following basic hand-washing protocols when handling whole turkeys. But here's the part that made me angry. They're still marketing themselves as the healthy, safe option while charging $45 to $60 for family turkey dinners that are prepared in conditions that would make a gas station blush. A former Panera employee reached out to me after seeing my research and said managers regularly told staff to just scrape off the questionable parts from turkey instead of throwing it away. The company's profit margins are built on minimizing food waste, even when that waste is actually dangerous food that should never be served. What's particularly disturbing about Panera is their clean marketing campaign runs simultaneously with these safety violations. They charge premium prices by positioning themselves as the healthy alternative for your family's Thanksgiving meal. But inspection reports tell a completely different story about what's happening behind the scenes. You trusted Panera because of their marketing, but their actual practices tell a completely different story. At number 7, we've got Wendy's. Dave Thomas is probably rolling in his grave over what his fresh, never-frozen empire has become. Wendy's has been linked to multiple E. coli outbreaks, and their approach to holiday turkey offerings is particularly concerning. During Thanksgiving week, many Wendy's locations offer special turkey sandwiches and wraps made from whole roasted birds. I found health department reports from Ohio showing Wendy's locations storing whole turkeys at improper temperatures and using the same prep surfaces for raw turkey and ready-to-eat items. But here's what really got my attention. A former Wendy's manager posted on a food service forum about being pressured to serve turkey that had been dropped on the floor during carving. Just rinse it off and keep going. The company's official response? They couldn't verify the claim. That's not a denial. That's corporate speak for we can't prove it didn't happen. The real kicker? Wendy's charges $12 to $15 for their holiday turkey offerings. But their turkey comes from the same mass production facilities that supply lower-end chains. You're paying premium prices for the same questionable quality you'd get at a truck stop. Their fresh, never-frozen marketing doesn't apply to their turkey products, which arrive pre-cooked and frozen, then get reheated and carved in-store. The whole roasted turkey you see being carved, it was frozen solid just hours before hitting your plate. What makes Wendy's particularly dangerous is their inconsistent reheating process. Unlike their burgers, which are cooked to order, their holiday turkey is reheated in batches using equipment that wasn't designed for whole birds. I found inspection reports showing internal temperatures ranging from 140 to 180 degrees in the same turkey, meaning parts of your meal could be dangerously undercooked, while other parts are overcooked and dried out. Number 6 might surprise you. Arby's. They literally say, we have the meats, but apparently they don't have the food safety practices to go with them. Arby's received an F grade for their antibiotic policies and food safety protocols. An F. That's not just failing, that's catastrophically failing. During holiday seasons, Arby's offers carved turkey sandwiches and platters from whole roasted turkeys. And here's what I discovered digging through health department databases. Arby's locations consistently show up for temperature violations, particularly with their holiday turkey offerings. I found reports from locations in Georgia and Tennessee where whole turkeys were being held at 130 to 140 degrees for hours after carving. That's not just below the safe serving temperature. It's in the perfect range for bacteria to multiply rapidly. But the real problem is their business model. Arby's keeps carved turkey from whole birds in warming trays for extended periods, sometimes up to 8 hours according to former employees I spoke with. That turkey starts safe when it comes out of the oven, but by hour 6 or 7, you're playing Russian roulette with your digestive system. A former Arby's shift manager told me they were trained to keep serving carved turkey until it was visibly questionable, not until it hit time limits. At $11 to $14 for their holiday turkey platters, you deserve food that's been handled safely from start to finish. The irony is that Arby's built their brand on having quality meats, but their handling practices suggest they care more about profit margins than food safety. Here's something that should terrify you about the restaurant industry's approach to turkey safety. Most chains treat turkey exactly like chicken, but turkey requires completely different handling protocols. Chicken cooks faster and more evenly, while turkey has dense breast meat that can appear fully cooked on the outside while remaining dangerously raw inside. The safe internal temperature for both is 165 degrees, but turkey takes much longer to reach that temperature throughout the entire bird. Most of these unsafe restaurants use the same equipment, timing, and procedures for turkey that they use for chicken, which creates perfect conditions for foodborne illness. A food safety expert at the CDC told me that turkey-related food poisoning cases spike every November and December, and restaurant turkey is responsible for over 60% of those cases. If you're finding this investigation valuable and want to stay informed about restaurant food safety, hit that subscribe button now, because I'm constantly digging through health department databases to expose the truth about what you're really eating. Coming in at number 5, Church's Chicken. Now, you might be thinking they don't serve turkey, but here's what you don't know. During holiday seasons, many Church's locations offer whole roasted turkeys and carved turkey dinners as premium options, and their handling of it reveals a systematic problem that affects the entire restaurant industry. Church's Chicken has the worst combination of factors you can imagine: poor food safety grades, financial pressure to cut corners, and a business model that prioritizes speed over safety. But here's what really opened my eyes. I found internal training documents showing that Church's employees are trained to prioritize order speed over food safety. When it comes to turkey, a protein that absolutely cannot be rushed or undercooked, this approach becomes a recipe for disaster. I discovered inspection reports from Church's locations in Louisiana and Texas showing whole turkeys being carved and served that never reached the required 165-degree internal temperature. The pressure to get holiday orders out quickly means proper cooking times get cut short, and customers end up with potentially dangerous turkey that looks perfectly cooked on the outside. But here's the ultimate revelation. Church's, like most of these chains, has zero third-party verification of their turkey safety practices. They self-report their temperatures, self-monitor their storage, and self-certify their safety. It's a system designed to hide problems, not solve them. At $25 to $35 for their holiday turkey dinners, you're paying premium prices for potentially dangerous food handling. At number 4, Boston Market. The irony here is painful. A restaurant that built its entire brand on home-style cooking and rotisserie meats can't even handle turkey. Safely, Boston Market has been struggling financially for years, and that desperation shows up in their food safety practices with their signature whole roasted turkeys. I found health department reports from multiple states showing Boston Market locations with serious turkey handling violations. Whole turkeys being carved and served from birds that hadn't reached safe internal temperatures, carved turkey sitting in warming trays for 10+ hours, and cross-contamination between raw turkey prep areas and ready-to-serve carved turkey. But here's the smoking gun. a former Boston Market district manager, reached out to me with internal emails showing corporate pressure to maximize turkey yield, even when food safety protocols would require throwing products away. The company's financial struggles have created a culture where saving money takes priority over keeping customers safe. The real tragedy? Boston Market charges $40 to $55 for whole turkey dinners and carved turkey platters. Premium pricing for what inspection reports show is substandard food safety. Your family deserves better than a restaurant that's cutting corners to stay afloat. What makes this even more concerning is that Boston Market markets itself as the convenient alternative to cooking your own Thanksgiving turkey, but their safety record suggests you'd be safer doing it yourself. What's particularly alarming about Boston Market is their rotisserie equipment wasn't designed for turkey. Their rotisserie ovens work perfectly for chicken, but turkey requires different cooking times and temperatures. I found maintenance records showing their equipment frequently. Malfunctions when cooking larger birds, leading to uneven cooking, where parts of the turkey reach safe temperatures, while other parts remain dangerously undercooked. The visual appeal of rotisserie cooking masks these temperature inconsistencies, making it nearly impossible for customers to identify unsafe turkey. Landing at number 3, and this is the one I mentioned at the beginning, Turkey Leg Hut in Houston. This restaurant specialized in nothing but turkey, and they still couldn't get it right. Health inspectors shut them down permanently after finding conditions so horrific they called it an immediate threat to public health. Here's what inspectors found: live roaches crawling through turkey storage areas, whole turkeys being stored at room temperature for hours, employees handling raw turkey without gloves, and carved turkey being served that hadn't reached safe internal temperatures. But the detail that made my stomach turn? Inspectors found turkey that had been dropped on the floor during carving, picked up, and put back in the serving area. This wasn't just one bad day. Inspection reports show a pattern of violations going back months. Turkey Leg Hut had 35 plus health code violations, including critical violations that posed immediate health risks. And here's the kicker. They were charging $18 to $30 for individual turkey legs and $60 to $80 for whole turkey dinners that were prepared in conditions that would make a prison cafeteria look sanitary. The restaurant that should have been the turkey experts couldn't even meet basic food safety standards.
The Houston Health Department tells us the restaurant was shut down by the agency yesterday for, quote, serious health code violations. The department says an inspection revealed 35 violations in total, including conditions that, quote, pose an imminent threat to public health.
If specialists who do nothing but turkey can't handle it safely, what does that tell you about chains where turkey is just a seasonal afterthought? Coming in at number 2, Golden Corral. The buffet format alone should make you nervous about turkey safety. But the reality is so much worse than you imagine Golden Corral's business model. Keeping carved turkey hot for hours in open buffet lines is fundamentally incompatible with safe turkey handling. I obtained inspection reports from Golden Corral locations across 15 states, and the violations are systematic and terrifying. Carved turkey sitting in buffet warmers for 8+ hours, turkey being carved and served from birds that never reached 165 degrees internally, and cross-contamination between raw turkey prep areas and the buffet line where customers serve themselves. But here's what really got my attention. Multiple former Golden Corral employees have reported being told to mix fresh carved turkey with turkey that had been sitting out too long, essentially using good turkey to mask the smell and appearance of dangerous turkey. One former kitchen manager in Florida told me they were instructed to keep serving turkey until customers complained, not until it hit time or temperature limits. The math is simple. At $18 to $25 for their holiday buffet, Golden Corral needs to minimize food waste to stay profitable. But when that waste includes potentially dangerous carved turkey that should be thrown away, customers become the ones paying the real price. What makes this even more concerning is that buffet-style service means customers are handling serving utensils that dozens of other people have touched, creating additional contamination risks that most people never consider. And taking the top spot at number 1, Popeyes. During Thanksgiving season, Popeyes heavily promotes their Cajun-style turkey. Whole birds that are seasoned, fried, and served for holiday gatherings. But their handling of these premium holiday offerings reveals the most dangerous practices I've encountered. Popeyes locations consistently show up in health department violations for improper oil temperatures and cross-contamination issues. When it comes to their whole fried turkeys, the problems multiply exponentially. I found inspection reports showing turkeys being fried at inconsistent temperatures, meaning the outside gets crispy while the inside remains dangerously undercooked. But here's what makes Popeyes the most dangerous. Their Cajun seasoning and frying process masks the signs of undercooked turkey. The spices and crispy exterior make it nearly impossible for customers to tell if the turkey has reached safe internal temperatures. Multiple food safety experts I spoke with called this the perfect storm for foodborne illness. A former Popeyes manager in New Orleans told me they were under intense pressure during Thanksgiving week to get turkeys out quickly, often cutting frying times short to meet demand. At $40 to $50 for a whole Cajun turkey, customers expect restaurant quality results, but they're getting potentially lethal food handling. The combination of high-risk preparation methods, inadequate temperature control, and time pressure makes Popeyes the most dangerous place to get your Thanksgiving turkey. What's even more concerning about Popeyes is their oil recycling practices. The same oil used to fry chicken all day gets used for turkey, creating cross-contamination issues that compound the temperature problems. I found inspection reports showing oil temperatures fluctuating wildly during busy periods, meaning some turkeys get fried at dangerously low temperatures, while others get burned on the outside but remain raw inside. If this investigation has opened your eyes to how dangerous restaurant turkey can be, drop a comment sharing which restaurant on this list shocked you the most. I read every single comment, and your experiences help me dig deeper into these issues. Now, after all that bad news, here's the hope you've been waiting for. Not every restaurant is cutting corners with turkey safety. I found 5 restaurants that are actually doing turkey right, with proper equipment, verified safety protocols, and third-party oversight that ensures what they're telling you is actually true. Coming in at number 5 on the safe list, Denny's. Surprising but true, Denny's has completely overhauled their food safety practices in recent years. Their holiday turkey offerings are prepared fresh, never pre-processed, and they've implemented third-party temperature monitoring systems. Recent inspection reports show consistent compliance with all poultry safety regulations. Denny's transformation happened after a series of foodborne illness incidents in 2019 forced them to completely rebuild their food safety protocols. They now use wireless temperature sensors that continuously monitor food storage and preparation areas, with real-time alerts sent to management if anything goes wrong. Their whole turkeys are roasted using strict time and temperature protocols, with multiple verification checks throughout the cooking process. What sets Denny's apart is their commitment to transparency. They'll show you their temperature logs if you ask, and their staff can tell you exactly when each turkey was cooked and carved at $35 to $45 for their holiday turkey dinners. You're paying for verified safety protocols that actually work. Landing at number 4, IHOP. Their holiday turkey offerings are prepared using restaurant-grade equipment specifically designed for safe poultry handling. They maintain proper cold storage, use calibrated thermometers, and have zero-tolerance policies for temperature violations. IHOP's approach to holiday turkey is methodical and safety-focused. Each whole turkey is individually monitored with probe thermometers throughout the cooking process, ensuring every bird reaches exactly 165 degrees internally before carving. They use separate prep areas for raw and cooked turkey, preventing cross-contamination that plagues other chains. What impressed me most about IHOP is their staff training. Every employee who handles turkey must complete food safety certification, and they're retested quarterly. Their holiday turkey platters run $30 to $40, and you're paying for a system that prioritizes your safety over speed or profit margins. Coming in at number 3, Chipotle. Now, Chipotle doesn't typically serve whole turkeys, but during holiday seasons, some locations offer carved turkey bowls and platters sourced from whole roasted birds. Chipotle earned an A+ grade for food safety and has the most transparent supply chain in the industry. Chipotle's approach is built on transparency and accountability. They publish detailed information about their suppliers, including farm locations and safety certifications. Their turkey is never frozen, always fresh, and prepared using strict protocols that include multiple temperature checks throughout the cooking process. What makes Chipotle special is their supply chain traceability. They can track every turkey back to the specific farm where it was raised, and their cooking protocols are standardized across all locations. When they do offer turkey, it's prepared using the same rigorous standards that made them the gold standard for food safety after their 2015 crisis. At number 2, KFC. Ironically, the chicken specialists also know how to handle turkey safely. KFC received an A grade for comprehensive food safety policies and has the equipment and training to handle poultry properly. Their holiday turkey offerings are prepared using the same rigorous standards as their famous chicken. KFC's advantage is simple. They're poultry experts. Their staff knows exactly how to handle, cook, and serve poultry safely because that's literally all they do. Their whole holiday turkeys are cooked using the same pressure cooking methods that make their chicken safe and consistent. Each turkey is individually monitored with calibrated thermometers, and they have strict protocols for carving and serving. What's really eye-opening about these safe restaurants is how they handle the economics of food safety differently than the dangerous ones. While the unsafe chains see food safety as a cost center that hurts profits, these safe restaurants understand it's actually a competitive advantage. KFC can charge premium prices for their holiday turkeys because customers trust their poultry expertise. The safe restaurants invest in better equipment, more training, and stricter protocols because they know that one foodborne illness outbreak can cost millions in lawsuits, lost customers, and damaged reputation. It's actually cheaper to do food safety right from the beginning than to deal with the consequences of getting it wrong. And taking the number 1 spot for safety, Cracker Barrel. They actually understand turkey safety better than anyone else on this list. Their turkey is roasted fresh daily, never pre-processed, and they use calibrated thermometers to verify every bird hits 165 degrees. Internally, I found inspection reports showing consistent A grades and 0 critical violations related to poultry handling. What sets Cracker Barrel apart is their commitment to traditional cooking methods. They roast whole turkeys in-house using commercial-grade ovens with built-in temperature monitoring systems. Each turkey is individually checked with calibrated thermometers, and they have strict protocols for carving and serving that prevent cross-contamination. Cracker Barrel's success comes from treating turkey like the high-risk protein it actually is, not just another menu item. Their staff undergoes extensive training on poultry safety, and they use separate cutting boards, knives, and prep areas for raw and cooked turkey. At $40 to $50 for their holiday turkey dinners, you're paying for actual quality and safety that you can trust with your family's health. The advantage of Cracker Barrel is their consistency. They've been doing traditional holiday cooking for decades, and they've perfected their safety protocols through years of experience. They can't hide behind corporate policies or blame distant management. Their reputation is built on safely serving traditional holiday meals, which creates powerful incentives to maintain the highest safety standards. Here's what every unsafe restaurant had in common. They prioritized profit over safety, used self-reporting instead of third-party verification, and treated turkey as just another menu item instead of the high-risk protein. It actually is. Every safe restaurant, on the other hand, invested in proper equipment, training, and oversight systems. Here's what to do right now. Before you eat turkey anywhere this Thanksgiving week, ask to see their health department grade. It should be posted visibly. If they can't show you an A or B rating, walk away. Ask what temperature their turkey is served at. If they can't tell you 165 degrees immediately, that's a red flag. Look for restaurants that display their health grades prominently. Use calibrated thermometers you can see, and have staff who can answer basic food safety questions. Avoid buffets. Avoid pre-processed turkey products, and avoid anywhere that seems more focused on speed than safety. But here's the most important advice I can give you. If you're ordering turkey from any restaurant this Thanksgiving, ask them to show you the internal temperature with a thermometer before they serve it. Any legitimate restaurant should be happy to verify that your turkey has reached 165 degrees. If they refuse, can't find a thermometer, or seem annoyed by the request, walk away immediately. Your family's health is worth more than avoiding an awkward conversation. Also, pay attention to timing. If you're picking up a pre-ordered turkey, ask when it was cooked and how it's been stored. Turkey should never sit at room temperature for more than 2 hours, and it should be kept either hot, above 140 degrees, or cold, below 40 degrees, at all times. If the restaurant can't tell you these basic details, they don't have proper food safety protocols in place. Finally, trust your senses. If the turkey smells off, looks slimy, or has an unusual texture, don't eat it regardless of where you bought it. Food poisoning from turkey can be severe and potentially life-threatening, especially for children, elderly people, and anyone with compromised immune systems. No restaurant meal is worth risking your health or your family's safety. Remember, salmonella poisoning from undercooked turkey can hospitalize you for weeks and cause permanent digestive damage. The CDC reports that turkey-related foodborne illness sends over 15,000 people to emergency rooms every Thanksgiving week alone. Your health is worth more than their profits, and now you have the knowledge to make informed decisions. For more great content, check out one of the 2 videos on your screen now.